Brush Company.
Expecting a prompt reply. Very truly yours. I think that'll be all today, Mrs. Stevens.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I want to say, Mrs. Stevens, you've worked out very successfully. We're all very happy with you here.
Oh, well, that's very nice to know. Mr. Foster, I wonder if I might ask you a question about my husband.
Certainly, Mrs. Stevens. What is it?
Well, he hasn't been able to find a job, and I was wondering if there was an opening for him here at Superfine Brushes. He's a very good salesman.
Certainly, Mrs. Stevens. We've always got an opening for a good door-to-door salesman in this organization. As a matter of fact, we're having a sales meeting tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Have him come around then. Now, put him right to work.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Foster. I know he'll be thrilled.
Well, here's my place. Sapphire ought to be getting home pretty soon.
Yeah, I got to get along myself, Kingfish, because I'm tired.
You know, Andy, a day like today really gets me down. And it's getting tougher all the time.
Yeah, if there's anything I hate is to lay down in the park when they ain't cut the grass for 2 weeks.
Yeah, please keep punching you in the air and waking you up. Oh, it's a mess, all right.
Yeah, well, I better be getting along, Kingfish. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, son, I'll see you around 1 o'clock.
So long, Kingfish.
Well, so long, Andy. Oh, Sapphire.
Hello, George. I'm home. Well, George, did you have any luck finding a job today?
No, honey, it just seems like there ain't no employment around for men. I hunted high and low, but I ain't give up. I'm gonna try again in 3-4 months.
Well, George, you don't have to look anymore. I got some wonderful news for you.
Oh, what's that?
I got a job for you at Superfine Brush Company as a door-to-door salesman.
You done what? Now, look here, Sapphire, you can't do that. It's a violation of the Atlantic Charter, the Constitution, the Monroe Doctrine. And not only that, it's a violation of one of the 4 freedoms, freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech?
Yeah, you didn't give me a chance to say no, and I ain't just taking any old job.
And those are the quotas for today. All right, men, let's start the day out right. Are you ready?
Yeah! 1, 2, 3.
Superfine, superfine, favorite brush of yours and mine. As we march from door to door, let us all sell more and more. Superfine!
What time is it, Sapphire?
All right, men, it's 5 after 8. Let's get on the firing line. There's work to be done. And every man knows his job. Now, let's think of that quarter, and let's get out and sell.
Superfine, superfine, favorite brush of yours and mine. As we march from door to door, let us all sell more and more.
Yes?
Well, I represent the Superfine Brush Company, and I was wondering if you would...
Superfine, superfine, favorite brush of yours and mine. As we march from door to door, let us all sell more and more. Superfine, superfine, favorite brush of yours and mine. As we march from door to door, let us all sell more and more.
What do you want?
You want to buy any brushes?
Boy, you sure looks tired, Mr. Kingsley.
Lightning, this job is killing me. The human body never was built for this kind of work.
Too bad you ain't a sales manager so as all those other fellas could do your walking around for you.
Look, Lightning, you know I ain't no sales manager, and I know I ain't no sales manager, and I know I never will be no sales manager. But there's one person ain't got to know that. Yeah. Brother Andy.
Hi, Kingfish. Hey, what do you want to see me about?
Be with you in a minute, Andy. Sit down. Busy doing something.
Oh, yeah. Kingfish, is you a sales manager or something?
Andy, how did you find out?
Well, it's in my lap.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was a sales manager for the Superfine Brush Company. Matter of fact, that's the reason I called you over here. You see, I was making out a list of names here, and I want to get your opinion on who would make the best salesman.
You need somebody, huh?
Yeah, I got to replace one of my star salesmen. The poor fella strained his back this morning.
Oh, that's a shame. How'd you do it?
Yeah, it happened down to the bank. He made a mistake of trying to lift his day's commission up to the teller's window. Oh, yeah, and his sacro crackerjack sprung about 3 foot out of joint.
Now, let me see who I know. These boys really make a lot of money, don't they?
Oh, sure. People are buying more brushes nowadays than ever. Now, the problem ain't selling, it's getting the material.
No fooling.
Now, take this one little item. This year they sold more than 14 million of them, made out of 100% badger hair.
14 million? I didn't know that there was that many badgers in the whole world.
It's getting rough, Andy. I doubt if there's one single badger running around today with a full head of hair on him. And that stag handle there, boys, we using them.
Yeah, I guess the stags is in pretty bad shape, too.
Oh, yeah, they're stagging all over the place. Well, getting back to this here salesman thing. You the big husky boy. And I was wondering if you would be interested in selling brushes.
Well, the thing is, Kingfish, I don't like the idea of ringing doorbells and having doors slammed in my face.
But, Andy, I'm going to give you the idea and show you how the whole thing works. Yeah, now you take that suitcase with the brushes in it, and I'm going to be a tough customer, and then you're going to see the worst part of the job.
Oh, you wanted me to make out like I was a salesman, huh?
That's right, Andy. Well, it ain't a brush day. This must be my lucky day. Come right over here to the sofa and let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Oh, what lovely brushes. Well, take 4 of these, and 4 of these, and 6 of these, and 7 of these. You sure is a wonderful salesman.
You know, for a tough customer, you sure like brushes. Would you like to buy the suitcase, too?
No high-pressure tactics. Now, Andy, you'll see what you're up against. What do you think of it?
Well, it's hard work, but I'll take the job. Now about all this money I'm going to be straining my back up with.
Well, Andy, coming to that, now for the first couple of months on the job, you was what we call just an apprenticeship.
Oh, is, huh?
Yeah, now you see, you get the orders and you turn them into me, and then I turn them into the company. Oh, it's a kind of a training period.
Is you trying to get over the fact that I don't get no money for the first 2 months?
That's right, Andy. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you $10 a week expense money to see you through.
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, Kingfish, I want to build up something for the future, so I'll give it a try.
Welcome to the organization. Well, Andy, you'll start to work at 8:30 sharp tomorrow morning. Meet me in front of my house, and I'll give you the sample case. Then you can get right on the bone.
Okay, Kingfish. I'll see you in the morning.
Well, good morning, Brother Andy.
Hi, Kingfish.
Well, Andy, here's the brushes. And remember, you'll due back here 10 minutes to 5 with the orders in the suitcase.
Right.
Now, write out your territory here. There you is, Andy. And good luck.
Okay, Kingfish.
Well, how'd you do?
Okay, Kingfish. But my legs are aching clean up to my shoulders.
Oh, you'll get used to that, Andy. How many brushes you sell?
12.
Well, whoa, that's great, son. Well, you can give me the orders in the suitcase, and I'll meet you here at 8:30 in the morning sharp.
Okay, Kingfish.
Oh, I'm tired, honey. You know, this ain't the easiest job in the world.
Have any luck today?
Oh, yeah, very good. I got orders for 12 brushes.
Well, that's 4 more than yesterday. Oh, George, that's wonderful, and it's going to get better day by day. You just wait and see. And you know something, George? You don't look near as tired, not half as tired as you did yesterday.
No, honey, now that's the job. I know how to conserve my energy.
Well, that's wonderful. Come on and sit down, Georgie. I'll have supper ready for you in a jiffy.
You're doing great work, son.
Well, I tell you, Kingfish, I'm getting tired of this apprenticeship stuff.
Andy, what in the world is you talking about?
Well, I'm getting tired of doing all this work and only getting $10 a week expense money.
Andy, I'm surprised at your lack of appreciation for all I'm doing for you.
Oh, I appreciate it all right, but I'm doing good here, Kingfish, and I ought to be making some money.
Well, Andy, like I told you, your time will come. Just keep hitting the ball. You're doing great work, son.
Okay, but I tell you, I don't like it. See you.
Oh, honey, you didn't need to go to all of this.
Well, George, it's exactly 2 weeks since you started on this job, and you've made such a success of it. I just had to do something to celebrate. You know, George, everybody at the office thinks you're doing a marvelous job.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Say, George, today while I was on my lunch hour, I started buying some of the things we're going to need for the house. I want to go and unpack them now and show them to you.
Oh, I'd love to see them, honey.
Well, I sure hope you like them.
Hello?
Kingfish, I've been thinking this thing over. I'm quitting the job. I'm tired of running my feet off and not getting paid nothing.
But, Andy, just like I told you, you's an apprentice. You'll get paid later.
Kingfish, I ain't interested. I'm quitting, and that's final.
Hello? Hello? Andy? Hello?
Look, George, isn't it beautiful? The pair of them will cost us $150, but I figure with the way you're making money selling brushes, we'll be able to pay for them in 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You like it? I just wanted you to see it. I'll be right back with your coffee.
I wish he'd put a little cyanide in it. Hi, Calhoun.
Hi, Kingfish. Does you want to see me?
Yeah. Have a seat, Calhoun. I'll be right with you.
Thank you, thank you.
Calhoun?
Huh?
You been talking to Andy?
That's right.
Well, so much for that.
Yep. He's working for you.
Calhoun, I in a mess. Sapphire's refurnishing the house with money she expects me to make. And I just ain't the type to pound these pavements.
Well, you can't expect Andy to do it. After all, Kingfish, in this life of ours, a man only works for 2 things, money or glory.
And the only two things Andy getting out of this deal is 2 swollen feet.
Oh,
Why, Andy say that his bill for Epsom salts alone is $4 a day.
Calhoun, this glory stuff has done started my mind to working. A man will work for glory, huh?
Well, sure. That's the way it's been all down through history. Why did Admiral Byrd go to the South Pole? Glory. Why did Napoleon go to Waterloo? Glory. Even take me. When I was a little shaver, why did I walk across the raging rapids on a narrow log when I could have been killed?
Glory, huh?
No, just a crazy kid.
If we can figure out some way for Andy to cover himself with some glory, he might still keep on working at the job.
Yeah, that's the key to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, it's you. Now listen, Kingfish, there ain't no use in you calling up, because I done made up my mind that I ain't gonna... What's that? For me? A testimonial dinner? 80 people?
Yeah, Andy. They giving this dinner for you for the great work you're doing.
Yeah, well, the whole thing kind of changes the complexion of it, Kingfish. Where's it gonna be had?
Well, I tell you, Andy, being you such a prominent member of the lodge, the entertainment committee thought it would be a nice gesture to hold it right here.
Yeah, well, I'll be there with bells on. 80 people. Wow. Oh, boy.
Oh, the guest of honor. Welcome, Andy. And this is going to be an evening that you're going to remember the rest of your life.
Yeah, it sure is nice of the company to give me this testimonial dinner. Say, where's the other people, Kingfish? I must be early.
Well, Andy, you know, when they give a big testimonial dinner for 80 people, there's always a little disappointment.
Yeah, but what was the disappointment with this one?
Well, 78 of the guests ain't coming.
Dang.
No, see, the invitation was printed wrong. Instead of Monday, they said Saturday.
Yeah, but that's 5 days off.
I know that, Andy, but I don't think we can wait. We don't want the food to spoil.
Yeah, lucky thing we showed up, or the whole thing might have been a flop.
Well, we might as well start with the festivities. You must be hungry.
Yeah, let's get at the food.
Yeah, Andy, sit right down here in the guest of honor place. Right here, son. Sit right down there. Well, all right, Andy, dig in.
What's this, Kingfish?
Well, Andy, that's the main entree, ham sandwich supreme.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, as matter of ceremonies, I'll proceed with the program.
Yeah, proceed with everything.
And Andy, I'm happy to inform you that the board of directors of the Superfine Brush Company has made you a vice president.
Me, a vice president?
Yeah, Andy, and I think that calls for a round of applause. And I'm also happy to inform you that you goes on regular salary.
Oh, boy, that's great, Kingfish. And when does I get my first salary check?
Well, Andy, I'll explain that to you. You see, this company pays off semi-annually. And unfortunately, payday was yesterday.
Oh, just missed it, huh?
Yeah, Andy, but 6 months from now, you're going to get a check that'll choke a horse.
Oh, that's good, Kingfish. Now, just one more thing. Now that I was the vice president, what is my duties?
Oh, just same as before, Andy. You still sell brushes and turn the orders into me. You see, you is what they call the vice president in the field, so you can still meet me at 8:30 in the morning.
I see.
Well, Andy, it looked like all the business is closed for the evening, so we might as well adjourn to dinner. Well, good luck, VP. I'll see you in the morning.
Goodbye, Kingfish.
What you doing all dressed up for, boy?
Well, I was just made vice president of the brush company at a testimonial dinner where 7 to 8 people didn't show up.
Let me hear that again, Andy.
Well, to tell you the truth, Amos, I don't understand it neither.
Is this the same brush company the Kingfish is working for, too?
That's right.
Look, Andy, you only been working here 2 weeks and now you's vice president? That don't make much sense, do it?
No, not to me. And you know, Amos, tomorrow I'm going to look into this thing. Good night, Amos.
All right, Andy.
Come in.
Sapphire.
Andy, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just come up to check whether I was vice president here or not.
Vice president?
Yeah, according to the Kingfish, I was elected last night at a big testimonial dinner where 7 to 8 people couldn't come.
I don't know what you... Andy, by any chance, have you been selling brushes for George?
Yeah, and I've been hitting the ball, too.
So that's the way it's been. Well, don't worry, Andy. You get all the money you earned back. And as for George Kingfish Stevens, he and I have some things to talk about. Come on, Andy. George Kingfish Stevens?
Superfine.
George Stevens, get up out of that bed.
Now, wait a minute, Cap. I can explain everything. I was just mulling over a few new ideas how to sell more brushes.
George Stevens, get up out of that bed.
Well, if it ain't my old pal Andy Brown.
Old pal, nothing.
I said get up. You're going to work right now.
Yeah, get up from there. Me and you've got to have a powwow about this brush business.
Morning, Mr. Kingfish.
Good morning, Lightning. Before I goes out to work, I thought I'd stop by and see what Dandy made of.
Yeah, sir. Here he is.
Thank you.
Nothing important, though. You know, Mr. Kingfish, since you've been selling them brushes yourself again, you don't look nearly as tired as you did when you first started that job.
Well, Lightning, I've been using my brain. I got a whole new approach to this selling business. Well, so long, Lightning. See you again.
This is Amos speaking. You is looking at our old friend, the Kingfish, as he's getting ready for another quiet evening at home with his wife, Sapphire, and her mama.
Well,
How do you do there?
That's his favorite smoking jacket he's putting on. And now he's lighting up his first cigar of the evening. There he goes, making the final preparation to make sure it'll definitely be a quiet evening.
Well, I guess you're going to be laying around here again tonight like a dead fish.
Yes, Mama, the fish dinner was lovely. Enjoyed it very much.
Oh, so you got that cotton in your ears again. Take it out. Sarah, where you been?
Oh, just down in the basement, Mama, to put away some old useless things in mothballs. Mama, look what I found while I was going through some of my old things. My old diary. The diary I was keeping when I met George. Oh, listen to this, Mama. You too, George. January 17th, 1927. Met fascinating man by the name of George Stevens. He called on me this very evening. We didn't go out because he said he just got back from Europe and hadn't had a chance to change his francs into dollars. January 18th, my dream man called on me for the second time. January 19th. Gee, George, 3 nights in a row. January 19th. Another date with George, and he finally took me out of the house.
Well, it was about time.
He finally took me out of the house, but after my brother fixed the gas leak, he took me back in again. George, you know, now that I think about it, that's the way it's been for all our married life. Never going out, never doing nothing. Ain't I right, Mama?
Right, daughter. If it wasn't for him getting us evicted every once in a while, we wouldn't get to go no place.
I'm not going to stand for it, George. You never take me no place.
Now, wait a minute here. Never taken no place. I don't know what you're talking about. We went down to the Battery to see Lindbergh when he come in, didn't we? Look like you want to be on the go all the time.
Listen, George Stevens, tonight is as good a night as any to start. To go dancing or something. I'm sick and tired of doing nothing.
Now, wait a minute, honey. Tonight ain't no night to go dancing. There are 3 good programs on television. We don't want to miss them. Empty. What belongs to a married man? Yeah. I wonder what I can do with these. These ought to be worth something. And if you buy these tickets from me, I'll have enough money to take my wife dancing. That's what she been hollering about.
Well, I don't know, Kingfish. What is these tickets for again?
Oh, any there for the ballet. You know that stuff where they all comes out there in their long underwear and start jumping all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something like the opera with the yelling and the screeching taken out of it.
Well, I tell you, Kingfish, I don't think this is for me, because I don't like no kind of dancing that ain't got a runway.
Yeah, I seen a picture of that ballet, and they had a dying swan in it.
Oh, shooting stuff, huh?
Oh, no, Andy. I tell you, it was a great thrill. Now, the ballet started off with this swan ballyhooing all over the stage. They're ballyhooing all around the place. And all at once, she gave a kick. And that's to give the thing a bounce. And then while she's having a great time up there, all of a sudden, she doubles up. Must have been a liver attack or something. And then while she's a grunting and a groaning and a hissing and a kicking, she falls down to the floor and conks out. Oh, Andy, it's beautiful.
Yeah. You know, maybe I could take my gal Susie to this ballet, and we could sop up some of this culture together while she's up in the balcony. How much you want for these tickets, Kingfish?
Well, they are $2.50 a piece. That's $5.
$5? Holy smoke, I thought you wanted something like a quarter apiece for them. No, Kingfish,
But Andy...
Say, why don't you give these 2 tickets to Sapphire and her mama? After all, they've been yelling about not going out. Let them go to the ballet.
See, Andy, that's an idea. If they want to go out, here's the answer right here. And you know, a thing like this will not only keep them out of the house, but it'll give my ears a rest for the evening. Hello, Sapphire? Well, look, honey, I got to thinking about what we was discussing last night, and I done something about it.
The ballet? Why, George, I can hardly believe my ears. I always wanted to see it. Is it for tonight?
Yeah, honey. And they're good seats, too. Row 22 and seats 6 and 8. Fine seats. Yeah, honey, and I got another little surprise for you, too. Yeah, I done bought you a genuine pigskin wallet. You can carry it in your purse.
Oh, George. George, you sound like a changed man.
Yeah, and I know you and your mama gonna have the time of your life. All right, dear. Goodbye. This really gonna be something. Them 2 old hens watching a dying swan kick the bucket.
32nd Precinct, Sergeant Downey speaking. Sergeant, my name is J.P. Thorndike. I was walking along 7th Avenue this morning when my pocket was picked. It was a pigskin wallet with $245 in it.
Now, have you any clues, any description, or anything like that?
Well, the only thing that might help you, Sergeant, is it was a new wallet containing 2 tickets for the International Ballet for tonight. I even remember their position. It was row 22, seats 6 and 8.
Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll have a couple of our men at the ballet. And if those seats are occupied, we'll have the pickpocket in jail in no time at all.
Would you please show me to row 22, seats 6 and 8?
Sapphire? That man is staring at me. I wouldn't pay no attention to him, Mama. Mama, ain't you ashamed of yourself?
There they are. Will you come out here, please?
Sapphire, this is so embarrassing.
I told you to come here. Look, lady, I'm a detective. Now come on out of there, both of you.
Detective?
Are you coming out, or do I have to come in there and get you?
Listen, We ain't done nothing wrong, and we ain't coming out of here. We came down here to see the ballet. Now, if you want to start something, come on in.
All right, lady. That's how it's got to be. Come on, Harry, let's get him. Hey, will you tell those two women out there that I've called this number 6 times tonight and nobody answers? There's nothing more I can do.
Oh, morning, Kingfish.
Oh, good morning, Brother Andy.
Say, how did Sapphire and her mama like the ballet last night?
Well, Andy, to tell you the truth, I don't know. There's something peculiar. It was very late when they got in last night, and I was asleep and didn't hear them. Then they must have got away early this morning before I woke up. Because they wasn't there then neither.
Yeah, that is peculiar, all right.
And I had to get my own breakfast this morning. And this is the first time since me and Sapphire have been married that she ain't sat across the table from me.
It is, huh?
And Andy, I made a discovery. It ain't them stale rolls that's killing my appetite every morning.
I asked you about the ballet last night because I've been reading the article here in the paper, and it seems like they had an awful lot of excitement at the place last night.
What is it saying to be, man?
Well, there it is right in the headline. Near riot at ballet. Pickpocket suspects jailed after terrific battle.
Well, I hope Sapphire and her mama was where they could see everything. You know, they like excitement.
Yeah. They say here the battle done commenced when they tried to remove the culprits from their seats in row 22.
Oh, well, Sapphire and her mama was sitting where they could see everything. That's the row they was in. I bet you them two men put up a terrible fight.
No, it say in the paper here that they was women. It seemed they didn't have too much trouble with the younger one. They had the cuffs on her after a 4-minute battle. But the old one knocked over 2 cops, ran it down the aisle, and held out in the orchestra pit for 35 minutes. They called for police reinforcements and finally pinned her down behind a bass drum. They say medical treatment was required for several of the officers.
You know, Andy, previous to this, I would say there wasn't but one woman in the world that could put up a fight like that. And that would be my wife. My wife. Andy, what did you say that row was again?
Oh, here it is. Row 22, and the seat numbers was 6 and 8.
Andy, if Sapphire and her mama wasn't sitting in 2 other women's laps, this is the worst mess I done ever been in.
I was just noticing here. Oh, yeah, it's them all right. Here's the names down at the bottom of the article. Sapphire Stevens and Ramona Smith is being held on $1,000 bail for stealing a wallet containing $245. The wallet was found on one of the suspects, but the money, however, was gone.
Holy mackerel, Sapphire and her mama in jail. Now, Andy, I see what happened. The crook took the money out of the wallet and threw it away, and then I come along and pick up the wallet with the tickets in there.
Yeah, but what you gonna do now, Kingfish?
Andy, I got to go down there and see them, see what I can do about getting them out.
Yeah, but what you think they're gonna do when they see you?
But, Andy, I got a rough idea. Do you remember that jungle picture where that herd of crazy elephants charged into them explorers and started trampling them to pieces?
Yeah, I see that.
Well, compared to what's going to happen to me, them elephants were just tiptoeing through the tulips.
You sure you'd rather talk to him in there?
Yes, sir. I'm sure I'd rather talk to him in there.
Okay.
Well, Andy, I guess we're pretty safe in here, I think.
Yeah, the officer said they'd be right in.
How was the ballet? Don't go, Andy.
Look, George, I decided to be very calm about this. After all, there ain't no point in me getting all upset just because you're responsible for me and Mama being thrown into jail like a couple of criminals. But when I get out of here, I'm going to fix you so you'll never forget it.
But, honey, I told you the whole thing wasn't my fault. I found a wallet in the street with the tickets in it. I didn't know who they belonged to. There wasn't no name or nothing. Now, honey, that's the truth.
George, I don't know what the truth is. All I know is you better get us out of here.
Sapphire, you know I can't get the $1,000 bail. All I can do is go and see this man, Mr. Thorndyke, what lost the wallet, and tell him what happened. Then maybe he'll drop the charges.
Just get us out of here. I don't care how you do it.
All right, honey. I'll do all I can. Now, don't worry about a thing. And goodbye, Mama dear. I'm glad to see you taking this as nice as you is. Come on, Andy. But look, if I done raised the $245 and give it to you, would you drop the charges against my wife?
Well, I guess so. I tell you what. You have the money up here this afternoon, and I'll drop the complaint against your wife and her mother.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Thorndyke. Thank you. I'll have the money here the first thing this afternoon. That was $245, huh?
Yes, I remember perfectly. As soon as the bank opened yesterday morning, I withdrew $250. Then I went right next door to Mason's department store and bought a shirt for $5.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll raise the money for you right away, Mr. Thorndyke, somehow. I hope.
Hello. Get me Atwater 9, 3537. Hello? Hello, Tom. Thorndyke. Well, the man that found the wallet is going to raise $245, so I'll drop the charges.
Good. Good.
You know, Tom, this is the best gag we've had yet. We can work this in every town in the country. Just so long as we run up against suckers like this guy Stevens.
$245. That's a lot of money to give Mr. Thorndyke, but I guess you ain't got no alternative.
That's how we do it.
Oh, yeah, and he had proof for it, too. He said on Tuesday morning, soon as the bank opened, he went to the bank and they drawed out $250. Then he went next door to Mason's department store and bought himself a shirt for $5. Come on, Andy, we better be getting on up there. You know, Amos, the only good that can come out of this mess is my mother-in-law will never speak to me again.
Well, good luck, Kingfish. Hi, Amos. Oh, hello there, Joe. How things going?
Fine, Amos. Still on the old job down at Mason's department store.
Oh, yeah? What'd they do? Let you off this morning or something?
Oh, no, Amos. The store's been closed every morning this week. They've been taking inventory.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes it nice, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, just a minute. Was Mason's department store closed yesterday morning, too?
Yeah, sure.
That's funny. This guy Thorndyke said he bought a shirt in there yesterday morning. Uh-huh. There's something fishy here.
What are you talking about?
I'll see you later, Joe. I'm gonna beat over to the police station.
230, 240, I ain't got nothing but $10 bills here. You got a 5 change?
I think so. Yes, here you are.
Thank you.
And here's a letter to the police department saying that you paid me the amount I lost in the wallet and that I'm withdrawing the charges.
Thank you. Life sure is a funny thing. Here I give you $245, and I getting back my wife and my mother-in-law.
Yeah, you sure get nothing for your money these days.
Well, boys, I got rush to make a train right now. I'm all packed, but I got to get going. Now, good luck to you both.
And we got to get going, too.
Hello? Who? Stevens? Oh, yes, hold it. Just a minute. Stevens, it's for you.
For me?
Excuse me, I'll get my bag.
Hello?
Hey, look, Stevens, don't let Thorndyke know who you're talking to. This is the police. Yeah. Well, we just checked, and we found out that this Thorndyke is a crook. Uh-huh. I want you to stall around and keep him there. I've got a man on the way up there now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And be careful how you stall him.
From the record, this Thorndyke is a pretty tough customer. Now, don't let him get away.
Yes, sir.
Get him away from the door.
Oh, no, sir. Mister, I can't have him moved. Don't dare move him. I can't move him. This boy got stationary fever.
Stationary fever?
Yeah, it can be fatal, too. This boy can't be jiggled.
What do you mean, can't? I've got to make a train.
He had an attack like this on Fifth Avenue once, just before the American Legion Parade. Couldn't move him then neither. Finally, they built a ramp over him. He in bad shape, all right.
Well, couldn't we move him just a little so I can get the door?
Oh, no, mister. The last time we moved him, his fever done jumped up to 108. And the only way we could get it down was to have two nurses play a hold on him all night. He in great pain.
Well, I think I left some aspirin in the room. I'll get it for you. But after that, that's all I can do. I gotta get out of here.
Yes, sir. What are we going to do now, Kingfish? I don't know, Andy, but we got to think of something awful fast, or else he's going to get out of here with my $245. Andy, I got it. Put that cigar away and lay down again.
Here's some aspirin.
Oh, this is awful. This is terrible.
What happened?
Oh, my dear sweet Andy, the sweetest and best friend that ever I had, who now lays there on the floor in front of the door as cold as a mackerel.
You mean?
Yes, it happened like that. Just the second you stepped out the door, he cackled a few times, rolled his eyes, and coughed out.
No idea he was that sick. I'm sorry. I tell you what,
Something moved. Oh, yeah, I seen it too. But don't pay no attention to that. That boy was known for having a powerful liver. Even though he's stiff as a poker, his liver must still be twitching. Yeah, this liable to go on till sundown.
I was about to say, I'll get on out of here, and I'll tell them all about it down at the desk.
Just a moment, Mr. Thorndyke. In the light of this great tragedy, I think we ought to observe a brief eulogy. That's the least we can do.
Well, now, I don't think that...
Yeah, guess who has assembled here to commemorate the conking out of my dear friend, who lies there so stiff, who is now departed. Just look. Holy mackerel! What a fever that boy must have had.
My pants is on fire. Hello. Give me room service. My pants is on fire.
What? Never mind the pants. Give me the police.
You don't have to call, boys. We got him as he was coming down the hall.
Mr. Thorndyke, could I trouble you for one of them aspirins?
Yeah, give me one, too.
I'll rob the money I borrowed from you fellas. The police got back the $245 from the guy, but it's got to go through certain channels, and I ain't going to get it till tomorrow morning.
No, that's all right, Kingfish. Oh, forget it, Kingfish.
Yeah, I did have $5 change that I got back from Mr. Thorndyke. I could have let you have that, Amos, but give it to Sapphire and Mama to go to the ballet with. They down at the theater now.
Well, I know they're glad to see it, all right.
Hello? Oh, hello, Sapphire. What are you doing? Calling during the intermission? What? All right. Okay.
What's the matter, Kingfish?
Can't tell you now, boys. I'll see you later. Listen, honey. How did I know that $5 bill was counterfeit?